What's up, dudes? Welcome back. We are here with an album review for this first full-length album from Taeyeon. I would have done this a week ago, probably. But of course, I was away. I was in Chicago. I didn't get to really do a lot of listening to this until just recently, and I'm finally here to talk about it. So let's get into it, and with just a really brief overall overview of what I think about this album. And after listening to it, it's just very, very much familiar and very much the same from everything else that she's released in the past. And that's not a bad thing. I'm definitely not at all in any way disappointed with this album. Listening to it from start to finish, of course, many times over the course of just me doing my research for this, I've just been left with the feeling that this is very much a continuation of the sound and style that she gave us with her debut mini album and stuff like that. All of the music that is outside of her album Y, right? This is just very much it's just basically that album, of course, brand new songs and all that stuff, but just an extended list of those songs. There's a few songs that kind of stand out, of course, as being a bit different. The main one of those being probably what has become one of my favorite songs from her, just because of how just different it is. And it's "I Got Love," if I'm remembering correctly. I didn't write anything down for this, so I'm probably wrong. But that was a pre-release track that she released a music video for before Fine it came out, the actual title track, I suppose, for this album. And I love that song. I think that it is really, really, really good. At first, it wasn't something that I was all about. I mean, I did a reaction video for that. You can watch it. I wasn't obsessed and going crazy over it. But I do think I did say in that video that this is a song that, number one, I really, really appreciate because of just how just crazy different it is for, her and her style and stuff like that. And that it would probably end up being something that I had to listen to a little bit more before I actually, really got it, before it really kind of clicked in my mind, in my mind for me, as far as what I figured out what I did and didn't like about it. And, after listening to the entire album and hearing that song in the context of the track listing and stuff like that, I think by far it's probably my favorite song on the album. Then my number 2 favorite song is Eraser, the final song. That's the final song, I do believe that it is, that's on the album. Because I think too that there is a song that's included on the CD version that I didn't get to listen to. But both I Got Love and Eraser are really, really great songs. I mean, it's not I would really be expecting a whole lot different from Taeyeon. Of course, after listening to it, like I said, I'm not disappointed the fact that it's not really a huge big change in sound and style from her. It doesn't need to be. This is only her third, I think, release. She's only released 2 mini albums before the first full-length album, I think, something like that, plus a couple other singles, I do believe. And she doesn't need to change anything because she's just absolutely slaying it with what she's got anyway, because her vocals just steal the show and sell every single song that she sings in, I think. So it's great. She doesn't need to do anything different, but at the end of the day, when I finished listening to this album, doing all the research and stuff like that I needed to do for it, as far as listening to it, I was just I'm not really getting anything new from her, outside of the one song, I Got Love, or whatever. That's really the only song that to me that stands out, that is, significantly different, that's not drawing influence or style and sound from her previous releases. So it's not really something that I would say that's disappointing in a way, because I was about to say that, but it's just something that I think, in my mind at least, is worth mentioning and worth sharing and throwing it out there, at least, as to just to maybe get a discussion going around that specifically. Because I don't know, maybe since that's something that I feel, maybe you feel differently about that. Of course, that's definitely a possibility. That's the beauty about music, is that everyone can have their own opinion and their own view on a song and an entire album. So that's what I, want to hear from you guys. So my rating, my review basically is, as always, based off of how I would spend my money on it. And like, without a doubt, I'm going to buy this because, it's Taeyeon. She's amazing. She killed every single song that she sang in. And, even though, like I said, it's very, very, very much similar to everything that she's released previously, it's still really, really good. And you want to say like, hey, this was a good album, and, send that message by throwing a couple of dollars towards SM Entertainment, and Taeyeon will probably get a little bit of that as well, hopefully. So that's really it. It's a really, really short review here for me, because normally I talk about these for like 10 minutes, 8 minutes even, but after listening to this, like I just really didn't have that much to talk about, because it just isn't very much, different very much from stuff that she's released before, and there just aren't very many songs on this album that stood out to me as like, wow, I really like this song over anything else. But favorite songs, I Got Love, Eraser, and I will definitely be buying this album in the future. So that's it for the album review. I want to know what you guys think about this song and album. Am I wrong about saying that this is different, that this is very much the same, is more of the same from her, or is it actually different? I want to know what you guys think, so let me know down in the comment box below. And if you like this review, you want to see more album reviews like in other K-pop related content, hit that subscribe button right down there so you can join the community, and join the community and become a part of the discussion at some point in the future. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.